Let's kick things off with an April visit to the Target in Shiloh, Illinois, as we are down the legendary car aisle, and it looks like we have the same stuff since April 2018. I mean, it's not bad and all, at least there's some Wave 1 and stuff like that. I'm not going through it, but, it could be much worse. They might have the same stuff since May 2017. $349. Look at all this garbage that we've seen for months. The Cars 3 Lightning McQueen. Look at this. All these 2-packs that have been out since the movie. There's one new one. So they did something. And so we're down the aisle. Look at this. We have Denny Derails and his FedEx Express. Austin Dillon and his Salutes Charlotte win. Chase Elliott and his Little Caesars right there. Up top, washed up Ryan Newman. Caterpillar Camaro. Brad Keselowski down here. And his Worth Ford Fusion. Get a look on that. And then we have Joey Logano and his Shell Pennzoil, and then we have Kevin Harvick and his Mobile One. So you could see, there it is, all of the NASCAR Authentics here in Fairview Heights. And now let's go to the Cars 3 section. Look at this, it's the same stuff since May. Shocker, absolute shocker. I see nothing new here. It's just the same stuff. Mattel, you're just getting behind. I mean, this is why no one likes you as a company. Look at that. Absolutely nothing good here. Same stuff since May 2017. Terrible. Okay, maybe one new thing. We have this 2-pack I've never seen before, even though it was along with the original releases, so it's nothing too big to celebrate about. Same stuff since May. Same stuff since May. Just the same. Happy Mother's Day from the Target in Shiloh, Illinois. I just saw the Kyle Busch and Alex Bowman, William Byron merchandise haulers. So maybe they drop something off here, as obviously they're coming back from the Kansas race, heading to Charlotte. And here we go. Look, we do have a Wave 2 car. Jimmy Johnson and his Lowe's for Pros Chevrolet Camaro. We have Dale Earnhardt Jr. and his Justice League Chevy SS. And then we have Brad Keselowski and his Worth Ford Fusion. Oh, look, we have washed up Ryan Newman and his Caterpillar Chevrolet Camaro. And we have Chase Elliott and his Napa Camaro. Still don't have that car yet. And then we have Brad Keselowski in his Worth Ford Fusion. Going to look, see what else they have. Yes, there it is. William Byron in the Brilliant Flames Exalta car. And then we have Joey Logano and his Shell Pennzoil Ford. And then we have Dale Jr. in his Justice League. And two more Chase Elliott. So Wave 2's been spotted here, but only 2 cars, which is kind of disappointing. And obviously, I already have those. But let's look at the Cars 3 stuff. It's the same stuff. It's the same things from May 2017. You got your Cars 3 Lightning McQueen. All the same normal stuff you see every single week. Yep, they still have that. That's like the only new thing they've gotten this year. Everything else, same since May 2017. Way to go, Mattel. Great job. You're not getting any money from me. And obviously, I found a Denny Derails car. That's awesome, all bent up. I'll put that one back. No, thank you. Same store 5 days later, as maybe miraculously they got something in those 5 days. Hey, I'm finally out of school, though. I don't have to worry about homework and exams and stuff. This is the first unofficial What's in Stores of the summer, so maybe it'll kick off with a bang if we're really, really lucky. But I feel like, I'm coming here 5 days later. Didn't give them enough time. Let's check it out. Yeah, they still have Jimmy Johnson's Lowe's for Pros car from Wave 2. And the Byron car is still here as well. Basically, it's like I never left. And yes, there it is. That's all I need to do. I just need to get that car to start the NASCAR Irwin Tools Cup Series 2018 season. But yeah, nothing here. And yep. Cars 3, you guessed it, same from May 2017. The same stuff from a year ago. Yes, it's been a year since Cars 3 toys have released. And look at this, it's the same things. Everything else looks fine, except the releases, single releases. So now we're at the Walmart in Highland, Illinois. And oh boy, this is going to be fun. So yes, I'm finally back here at the Walmart in Highland, Illinois, and this is the infamous one that always has Batman versus Superman. Well, it's been 2 years since they got those cars in, and the last time I came here, they had 5 left. So maybe the holiday wiped them out. Maybe there aren't very many. Who knows? Maybe they got something in. We can only hope, as this is the one that's always been awful in terms of NASCAR Authentics, the one that's had the same stuff. I mean, Cars 3 has the same stuff every week, but this store always has the same NASCAR Authentics. And before we check it out, look at that. There's Kevin Harvick. It's like you can't get away from him. He's everywhere. He's in Victory Circle every single week, and now he's here in the Walmart oil department. And yeah, the tiny Kevin Harvick, stuff like that. Such a gimmicky commercial. But whatever. At least there's NASCAR presence. Let's take a look at the NASCAR Authentics. Hopefully they have some presence. And look at this, guys. We're near done. Look, they got some new stuff. It's William Byron on his Exalta Chevrolet Camaro. Oh, man, look else. We got Paul Menard in his regular Motorcraft. Are you kidding me? They got some new stuff in. All right, Paul Menard, the Daytona Wave car. Oh, man, what a celebration here. Oh, my gosh, finally they have some new things in. Are you kidding me? The drought is over, and we have some new haulers this season. Jimmy Johnson's Lowe's for Pros hauler. And we have Dale Jr. in his Justice League. And you can see on the other side, it's Casey Kane as is kind of the half and half. And then behind that, we have Austin Dillon and his Dow hauler. I mean, are you kidding me? After all this time, after all these weeks, they finally get something. The drought is over. And there's Matt Kenseth's hauler. Wow. So yes, this Walmart finally got their act together. I mean, it's only 3 cars. But whatever. And let's look at the Cars 3 section. It's like I never left. It's like I never left from last summer. It's like I'm still living in it. You know, look at all this stuff. Look at, oh, there's a couple new double packs, but that's still not much. Kind of sad. It's the same things nobody's buying. Who cares? And look at this. We got Baja Blast. I found this about a month ago. Forgot to talk about it, but look at this. This Highland Walmart is stacked. You know, I'm going to come here, you know, when Baja Blast starts running out. They even have the bottles. Look at that. Whenever Baja Blast starts becoming rare, I'm going to try to get down here. Look at all this Baja Blast. I mean, good representation. And before we head out from Highland, they got some little hugs like a Ricky Stenhouse Jr. You can make a Ricky Stenhouse Jr. box car and I think win some prizes or something. I don't know. I'm not a little hug drinker. Oh, well. Back here at the Target in Charlotte, Illinois, and I'm really sick and tired of finding Wave 1 and bits of Wave 2. Maybe today the drought will end here at Target. I'm sick and tired. This is probably the 10th or 12th time I filmed it. I filmed the Wave 2 hunt without any success. I mean, come on, please. I want to find Wave 2. I want to get the Newman Grainger car. I'm about ready to start ISM soon, and I need that car. And then obviously I want to find the Kyle Busch caramel car. Please, Brian Cornell, please. I'm bowing down to your will. Do something for once. And here we go. Look, we have William Byron in his Exalta car. Wow, man, that car is really awesome, man. The God on wheels. And then we have Kevin Harvick in his Hunt Brothers car. I'm broke. I probably won't get that one. Then we have Paul Menard and his Motorcraft. This is looking good. And then now we have Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson and his Lowe's for Pros Camaro. We have the Daytona 500 winner, Austin Dillon, and his Dow Chevrolet Camaro. And then we have Kyle Busch and his regular M&M. Still not what I'm looking for. Brad Keselowski and his Worth as well back there. And look, we have Ryan Newman. Here we go. Ryan Newman in his Grainger car. Brad Keselowski and the Discount Tire Ford Fusion. That's nice to see there. William Byron again. God on wheels. The Exalta Brilliant Flames Camaro. His Good Luck car. And then we have Chase Elliott and his number 9 Napa. I finally got that one in the mail. And look, we have Kyle Busch and his M&M's Caramel car, finally. And behind that, we have another Chase Elliott and his Napa Chevrolet Camaro. So look, Wave 2. Finally, the drought is over. We can rejoice in the streets like the Cubs won the World Series, except I was depressed because I hate the Cubs. And let's look at Cars 3. Same stuff from May 2017. Oh, this is going to be even bigger than the Cubs parade when they finally get something in, because they haven't gotten new stock in an entire year. Are you kidding me? That's how bad Mattel is. You guys suck. Just look at all this new stuff by everyone else. And then look at that. It's the same, double packs every time, the same single packs, and it gets frustrating. But let's look at the positives. Wave 2, finally. Drought is over. Got everything I wanted. And now we're at the Walmart here in Belleville, Illinois. We are walking down the aisle closer to the fate. And look at this. Wave 2. Again, this time at Walmart. Kevin Harvick and his Hunt Brothers car. William Byron, God on Wheels, Brilliant Flames. Austin Dillon and his Dow Chevrolet Camaro. And then we have Paul Menard and his Motorcraft Ford Fusion. And then look at this. We have washed up Ryan Newman and his Grainger car. And then we have Denny DeRails and his Daytona 500 from the Daytona Wave. Kyle Busch and his regular M&M's paint scheme. And then we have Jimmy Johnson and his Lowe's for Pros Chevrolet Camaro. And after that, we have Kyle Busch and his M&M's Caramel Charlotte win. William Byron, God on Wheels, the Exalta car. And then we have MTJ and his Auto Owners Toyota Camry right there. And another MTJ. And look at this, not one, not 2, but 4 Chase Elliott Little Caesars cars. I mean, those cars just aren't selling. I mean, I would have gotten it, but it's a lame duck car, and I'm still not going to get it. But at least Wave 2's here. The same 124s nobody's buying. Austin Dillon, Chase Elliott, and Clint Boyer. And then we have Jamie McMurray right there and a couple others. I'm not going through that again. And let's look at the Cars 3 stuff. Look, that one looks new. Toe cap. Who knows? Maybe they will have something. Look, a Rusty's Lightning McQueen. Maybe they'll have Chase Racer. Look, the fabulous Lightning McQueen. Maybe they're actually getting things in for once. Are you kidding me? Walmart, Mattel, get it together. I mean, you're not supposed to do this good. Oh, thank goodness. It's starting to catch up here. I'm not finding anything else. But look at that. Fabulous and Rusty is right there. After that, absolutely nothing. I can't see anything else new. Nothing I need. So for the 15,000th time, no money for Mattel. Hey, but we have the Target in Fairview Heights, Illinois. And let's check this out. We have Joey Logano and Michelle Pennzoil Ford Fusion. Another Chase Elliott Little Caesars. At one point, I was worried about not getting that car. But, Austin Dillon, Harvick, stuff like that. Yeah, not much here. Really, I mean, there's really not much. And let's look at the Cars 2 section. Almost forgot to look at that. Look, we have Luigi and Guido some new Jackson Storms. Look at that from the Florida 500. They might have some good stuff here. We have a couple other ones. Look at that. Another won the Viewzine car. But after that, I don't know. I don't see very much. Let's look at the double packs. I mean, they broke the drought. I mean, they did that. They actually did something, but still, no money for Mattel. So that concludes another wonderful trip to both Target and Walmart for what's in stores, obviously. And, you know, this was the Wave 2 video, so we should go over Wave 2, how great of a wave it was. I mean, Wave 5, you know, that was released just a day ago. Oh, gosh, Wave 5 looks absolutely awesome. There are a lot of good paint schemes in that one to get. They really outdid themselves with Wave 5. But, you know, that's 3 waves from now. We probably won't be getting that until September. But whatever. Let's go over Wave 2. So first off, we have Brad Keselowski's Discount Tire Ford Fusion. And now, of course, I already had this car, so I didn't get it. But, you know, I think it's a good release. The Discount Tire scheme is really awesome. It's a cool die-cast out in person. It's obviously Keselowski's new sponsor this season, as they are now the primary sponsor, because Miller Lite, they're starting to scale back a bit. They might be out of the sport within 5 years, who knows, just the way things are kind of going. And you know, Discount Tire, they've been in the Xfinity series forever, and finally they come up with Keselowski sponsor the 500, and they're sponsoring 9 other races, obviously. Hasn't had much luck in the Discount Tire car. I believe he's crashed that car 3 out of the 4 times he's run it. Actually, include the dual races too. He wrecked in that. So he's crashed 4 out of the 5 times. So you could say that's as cursed as the Liberty scheme. I mean, thank goodness it's only being run in 10 races, or otherwise Keselowski probably wouldn't make the playoffs. Anyways, yeah, next up, Austin Dillon and his Dow Chevrolet Camaro. Obviously, I already have this one, didn't need it. You know, it's a good release, you know, to have Austin Dillon's Dow car. And, you know, like I said, the white on the roof ruins the entire car. It makes it like a 3 or 4 out of 10 on the paint scheme scale. But, you know, the die cast is cool to have. I would prefer you get the Daytona one because he actually won in that car, or actually won at Daytona, and it has the collector's magnet or something. It's a little bit more of a special thing to have, so I'd get that one. Let's see, next up we go all the way to number 18, and we have Kyle Busch and his regular M&MS car. I addressed this in the paint scheme collab. They never run this car. They ran it once so far this season. I'm considering buying his patriotic car from last year and put that in a couple races because he just doesn't run this paint scheme. It feels like a lame duck car. I mean, I really hate getting those. I mean, the way NASCAR kind of changes their paint scheme nowadays, sometimes you can get a car, or they'll make a car that runs 2-3 races and you'll get it, like, you know, Kurt Busch, I think they're making only estate water heaters. I mean, that's your only option if you're a Kurt Busch fan, is to get a state water heaters car that he runs in 1 race. And I swear there was another driver that they did that with, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. But sometimes they do that, and it gets irritating because obviously, for me, the ones I normally get are like the primary sponsors, and then obviously I also get like the ones that ran in the Daytona 500. Those are the ones I normally get like for primary cars, but yeah. So, yeah, this car, I mean, it is in the Daytona 500, but I mean, it's still kind of weird. They need to run this car more often. Maybe change the paint scheme in 2019 so then it'll be more attractive. I don't know. I'm surprised Kyle Busch, they haven't done an inverse. Like, you know how M&M's, like the color, the background on the regular is like a brownish color? I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. Inverse the paint scheme, kinda. Then, you know, have like a yellow M&M on the car or something instead of the brown. That would be cool to see. Maybe, I mean, they did that with Jimmy Johnson this year. His primary low scheme is way different. So whenever they come up with an inverse Kyle Busch paint scheme, we'll know that he's kind of past his prime and stuff like that. Then we have, obviously, Kyle Busch and his M&M's Caramel car. I picked this one up, obviously, at Target. I mean, I had to get that one. Awesome car. I mean, the Caramel car, I should have gotten that one last year. I should have gotten it for Christmas instead of wasting it on Trevor Bayne and Ricky Stenhouse cars. The Trevor Bayne car, the 2017, I'm going to use that in a total 3 races because I'm going to get the 2018 Advocare that comes out. I think it's out by now. So I'll be getting that one. That should be interesting. Anyways, yeah, this car, you know, the Charlotte win, it's awesome. And, you know, another reason why I got it is to get some Toyota race wins. Should have gotten that Truex Vegas win, and it looks like they're not going to make his championship car. I guess I'll have to make it up to MTJ and the entire 78 team. I'll have to get his Homestead diecast. I'll buy that online. So, yeah, that'll be fun. And then after that, we have Paul Menard and his Wood Brothers Motorcraft Quick Lane Ford. And so with Paul Menard, obviously, of course, they're going to release his Motorcraft car because Blaney and his Menards car is getting released in Wave 3. And, you know, obviously with Menards, they don't sponsor both drivers in the same weekend. They basically, if Ryan Blaney has Menards colors, Paul Menard runs the Motorcraft, and whenever Paul Menard has it, Blaney normally runs the ugly Dexamegenine or the REV car or something annoying. Or besides the PPG Paints car, that thing's beautiful. Of course, you know, they released the Motorcraft, and now Blaney's PPG car was in Wave 5. And I was surprised they didn't release Menard's car. That's kind of awkward to say. I'm surprised they didn't release that because, you know, I mean, that car is really beautiful as well. I wanted to get that car. Believe me, I wanted to get Paul Menards. But like I said, with the Mustang coming in, and you know, with now the white numbers, I might as well get the politically correct version in 2019. I'm definitely going to go all out on Penske, Wood Brothers, Stuart Haas diecast next year. This year, I'm kind of slacking off a bit, you could say. So I'll definitely be getting a lot more, including the PPG car, including the Menards car for Paul Menard, including a bunch of other paint schemes for that team. So that'll be fun. And then after that, we have William Byron and the God on Wheels, the Exalta car. Obviously, already have this one. I didn't want to get it again, even though it's a good car. I mean, that car is heavily inaccurate with the red outline in the Exalta. And, you know, the deck lid is completely blank. It just looks bad. You can tell it was like the prototype. And then they just took those prototypes they made before they decided to change the Exalta car. And basically, they just put that in the NASCAR Authentics wave. So that's the reason. That is the reason why I normally don't get a lot of the NASCAR Authentics cars. It's just because some of the quality is a lot cheaper. I'll get to it in the Ryan Newman car. So yeah, there's obviously that one. So yeah, interesting. And then basically after that, we have, of course, Ryan Newman's Grainger car. And I just noticed that in the paint scheme collab, yeah, I'm doing the Ryan Newman car. So I guess that video is going to have to be on Sunday. So I'll have to inverse those 2 videos so it doesn't spoil. But the Ryan Newman Grainger car, as you'll see in the paint scheme collab, I have it. I got it, obviously. That car is kind of bad. It just looks exactly like the 2017, except with the Camaro body. And you guys might say, well, life's a beach and then you drive. You know, that's what you should have expected. But, I mean, if you looked at, like, the regular car, I mean, it just looked like it was going to be a little bit cooler. The issues I have with that car is, like, it just feels way different. Like, the texture, kind of the look, and kind of the height of the Grainger car, it just looks really awkward when you compare it to the standard Gold Series Camaro. You can tell, I think it's a different mold. I mean, it has to be a much cheaper, low-quality mold. And like I said, that's what turns me off with these NASCAR Authentics cars, and especially the white interior. That just ruins it. So, I mean, I get they're cheap, but good gosh, man, that's kind of bad. It kind of gets onto the whole thing about how die-cast qualities went down. I kind of wish, maybe I'll get to this on another video, but I think it'd be a good idea if the NASCAR Authentics, you know, they keep what they're doing with the cheap quality, and then they have, like, regular Lionel racing. They can bring back some of the elite cars or something like that instead of having these other die casts, you know, like what we have now. Even though they're good, I mean, they're decent, but at the same time, it could be a little bit better. It could be higher quality. You know, I'm not a little kid, so I'm not banging it through a wall. So it'd actually be more beneficial to me. So yeah, that's basically it with that one. And obviously next car up in this wave, Jimmy Johnson and his Lowe's for Pro Chevrolet Camaro. Obviously, if you don't have this car, you should probably get it. It's the final Lowe's paint scheme for Jimmy Johnson, the final primary Lowe's car. And then, obviously, the only other one released is his Power of Pride, which is up for pre-order. I'm going to try to get that car. The Power of Pride, I mean, I wish I would have gotten it a couple of years ago. The 2017, I would have gotten. But the problem is, you know, there were no other races to use that one in. And I don't want to waste money on stuff I don't really need. I mean, I want that car, but I don't need it. And, you know, yeah, lame duck car has no use for it. So basically, with that, I want to get the Power of Pride. I mean, even though I'm probably not going to use it in any races, I just want to do it to kind of commemorate Jimmy Johnson's final Power of Pride car. That car, the 2018 version, is an easy, or it would be an easy 10 out of 10 if they would have had yellow numbers. But nope, gotta have white numbers. No, that looks like, what, 15,000 times better according to Lowe's Racing? Oh yeah, what a genius idea. It doesn't even look like a Lowe's 48 car. I mean, even though, like, the design of the car is one of the best Power of Pride schemes. Maybe a little bit more red, with kind of the shooting stars, but I mean, at the same time, I mean, with that number, it just kills the entire thing. The whole legacy, the Power of Pride, was seeing like red, white, and blue, and then seeing the yellow numbered 48 car. That was basically it. And then Lowe's had to completely ruin it, especially in Jimmy Johnson's final patriotic car. Wonderful. So I'll still pick that one up, obviously, but it could have been a lot better. And then last up, we have Kevin Harvick and his Hunt Brothers pizza car. And I bought that one as well. I got that at Walmart in Belleville, Illinois. I decided like a couple days later to get it. I mean, might as well. I think I got allowance or some extra money at that point. I decided it doesn't hurt. You know, I have now 5 cars in the Xfinity collection. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the Bitto Honey car. I don't even know if I'm going to get anything from Wave 3, which I'll get on in a minute. But yeah, just build up that Xfinity collection. Maybe I can do a special project with that in the future if they would release a couple more. And maybe Elliott Sadler, maybe they'll release Tyler Reddick's BurgerFi car. I mean, they could release some of the Joe Gibbs, Brandon Jones. Yeah, I'd love to get that car, you know, just to see it wreck or something like that. That would be absolutely funny to watch. Then what else? Who else do we need? Oh yeah, Austin Cindric. We need his Fitzgerald car. That's one of the best paint schemes, but it's just like the ugliest, the worst, least talented driver in the garage area has to drive that paint scheme. I can't wait until Blaney drives that car, and then what do you know? He'll get bad luck and finish 30th. I mean, there's an Austin Cindric video coming up soon. Oh boy, oh my gosh. I just can't with that kid. He's just stupid and one of the worst drivers I've ever seen. That's just a hint for what's coming up. So basically, going back on the topic, let's talk about Wave 3 now. So yeah, Wave 3 was unveiled like 3-4 months ago, and it's finally popping up in stores. And this might sound kind of sad, but I'm not planning on getting any cars from this wave. I mean, there's a couple reasons. I mean, one, I have a majority of the cars, like the William Byron Liberty, the Ryan Blaney Menards, the Eric Almirola Smithfield. I already have those cars. I don't need to get any of those. And then, of course, the second issue, obviously, with this Wave 3, is, you know, a couple lame duck cars. I would get the Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 5th Bank car, but that's a lame car. That's a lame duck. So I'm going to skip on that one. I'm going to get his Fastenal car, though. I mean, it might sound kind of stupid, but the Fastenal car looks awesome. I need a primary Stenhouse just to live me through the year, and I find more value out of that than the 5th Third Bank car. So I'm going to get that one instead. And then let's see, what else? Jamie McMurray gear wrench. I would get that car, but obviously, I don't know. I kind of feel like it's kind of useless. I should have just gotten that car in the regular edition instead of the Cessna car. Even though, according to NASCAR.com and their stupid quiz, apparently he's my favorite driver. Apparently I should just start buying all this Jamie McMurray stuff, build up a Jamie McMurray shrine. I'll get his 2017 Cessna car from Talladega. Oh yeah, Jamie McMurray, he had a plus 2 points over the cutoff, and then he decided to completely choke up, and what do you know? He blew up Talladega and got eliminated. Yeah, I should do that. As a fan, I'd buy all the stuff just to commemorate how bad of a driver he was. And then I'd have to find his 2002 Charlotte win and say that was the prime of his career. McMurray, yeah, favorite driver. Yeah, NASCAR.com. Genius. Definitely not getting the gear wrench car after that. And then the Bit Honey car, maybe. I mean, the more that I think about it, man, that Bit Honey car looks beautiful. I mean, even though I already have Ty Majeski's iRacing car, and Ty Majeski's been a bit of a bust this year, you can blame it on the 60 team. And you want to know another sad stat about that 60 team this year? The 98 car hasn't even competed in every single race. It's only been in like half the races, and they're like 20th, 25th in owner's points. And the 60 car is 30th. Yeah, genius idea to put a bunch of rookies, especially Austin Cindric and Ty Majeski together. I mean, Chase Briscoe's the only good one on that team. Another video I should do. I mean, I'm thinking of a bunch of videos that I missed out on doing in January or February that I should do, and I can be more critical about the performance since they flopped this year. I don't know which one will come first. We'll have to see. But anyways, getting on topic, maybe on the Bit Honey car. Maybe just because it looks that good. It's such an eye-catching car. So I don't know. But Wave 3, it's a forgettable wave. I mean, there isn't much. Aren't there a couple NHRA cars in this one too? Or no, I think that's Wave 4 or something. I mean, this wave just doesn't look that good. Wave 4 is better. You got Kenseth's Last Ride, Chase Elliott's Kelley Blue Book, and a couple other ones. And then Wave 5, good gosh. I might get like 5 cars from that wave. I might just get the Danica Patrick or something. Maybe I'll make like a custom wrecked version where like Danica Patrick, like with the bent up nose or something like that. It's not really save the die cast. I mean, because I'm not just going to throw it away, but I don't know. Maybe it is die cast abuse. I should end this video. That's the Wave 2 video. We'll see what happens in the future.